All right, let's jump right into this. Imagine you run into an old friend, someone you haven't seen in, say, 30 years. You've both clearly done well for yourselves, but your lives are just completely different. So, who's really more successful? Well, today we're diving into a story that forces us to tackle that exact question. Okay, so let's meet our two friends. On one side, you've got the guy who went to Oxford. He pulls up in a big, flashy Land Cruiser. And on the other side, an agriculture expert from Malaysia driving a simple Corolla. You can already see right from the get-go, we're looking at two totally different worlds colliding. So the rich man, he's the first one to start talking. And his story? Wow. It's all about global ambition, massive wealth, and just living life in the absolute fast lane. He doesn't waste any time, right? He immediately starts painting this picture of his life, a total whirlwind of international business, jet-setting between places like Lahore, London, and New York. This is a guy who moves in some serious circles of power, rubbing shoulders with all the big shots. And get this, his company employs over 3,500 people all around the world. I mean, that's not just a business. That's practically a small city. Can you just imagine the kind of pressure that comes with managing an empire of that size, day in and day out? But here's the thing, to protect all that wealth, he needs 200 security guards. That's basically a small army. And it really makes you wonder, right? Is he a king living in a castle? Or is he actually a prisoner living in his own fortress? So yeah, it's pretty clear what success looks like to him. We're talking houses in London and New York, a whole fleet of fancy cars, a bunch of law firms on speed dial. Basically, his money buys him a VIP pass to life. Okay, but now it's the wise man's turn. He's been sitting there listening to all this patiently, and the story he's about to tell is going to completely flip our idea of success on its head. He doesn't even try to one-up his friend. No. Instead, he just starts with this really simple but powerful statement. Oh, I am very successful. You see, for him, success doesn't come from a bank statement. It comes from somewhere much, much deeper. His empire? It's not built out of concrete and steel. It's made of soil and sunlight. He started with 5,000 acres of land and grew it into 25,000. He didn't just go out and buy success. He literally grew it from the ground up. And this is where it gets really interesting. So what did he do with all that money? Did he buy another car? Nope. He built a hospital, a brand new state-of-the-art hospital that now serves 40 different villages. He invested in the health of his community. But he didn't stop there. He also built a school for 10,000 kids. Think about that. He's not just building a legacy for himself, he's building a future for an entire generation. Next up, he tackled something really fundamental, the very foundation of his community's livelihood. He completely rebuilt the irrigation system for 100 villages. He brought water, and with it, prosperity to thousands and thousands of people. And he also understood that a community needs more than just good infrastructure. It needs a heart. So he built a community center, a place for weddings, for festivals, a place for people to just come together. He wasn't just building a business, he was building a home. So there you have it. Two guys, two friends, and two totally different paths to success. Let's really break it down now and see how they stack up side by side. Just take a look at this. On the left, the rich man's whole goal was to build an empire. But on the right, the wise man's goal was to build a community. The rich man needs 200 guards just to feel safe. The wise man says he doesn't have any enemies. The rich man's legacy? His business. The wise man's legacy? The love and prayers of his people. It's a really stark contrast, isn't it? But here's the thing. The wise man doesn't gloat. He doesn't try to declare victory or anything like that. Instead, he just asks one single question that completely changes the conversation. He just looks at his old friend and asks, "So, you tell me, who is more successful?" And that question, that's not just for his friend, is it? It's for all of us. What do we value more? A life filled with wealth or a life filled with worth? And then he delivers this final piece of insight. He says, your wealth, it buys you respect, sure, but it's a respect that's only as real as the money that bought it. And with that, the story just ends. It leaves us with this huge question. At the end of our lives, are we going to be measured by what we've collected for ourselves or by what we've given back? What do you think?